Welch and Shira Toeplitz. Matt, what do you think about this 100-day sprint, and we're looking at the data so far?
I think it reflects that we're going to have a race to the wire, for sure, I think, because we're living in a more polarized time. Republicans are going to vote Republican, Democrats are going to vote Democratic. Those are the trend lines. It's going to be fought and won on independents. Independents backed Obama in 2008. They went Republican in 2010. We don't know where they're going to go this year.
What don't we know, though? You were telling me before we got on air.
What we really don't know is what's the third-party candidate going to affect on this. Gary Johnson is polling at 5%. Historically, that means he'll probably end up lower. He's the Libertarian Party candidate. But he's going to peel off support from Romney in places like Arizona, but from Obama potentially in places like New Mexico, which is his home state. He's polling in the double digits, and Colorado, which has a vote to legalize marijuana.
So that's out there. Okay, great thought. Shira, what's your thought? 100 days to go.
Yeah, I think this has been one of the earliest campaigns we've seen on record, and that's because the Republican primary started pretty early. It started over a year ago, was the Iowa straw poll, and also because the general election started fairly early because the Republican primary lasted longer, so Obama could go on the offensive way back in May. And now I think 100 days has become extremely important, and much more so than the traditional campaign calendar, which usually kicked off after Labor Day. That was supposed to be the really intense campaign season. It's especially important that we have these 100 days because more voters are voting early than ever before. This is a key part of the campaign. But I think it's also important to note that this has also been a volatile cycle. Polls are going everywhere, and we don't know what it's going to look like on election day. And hire your recount lawyers.
Right, and we were heavily loaded up front during the GOP primary with all those debates. So a lot to have been to watch so far this year. Shira, thank you so much. Matt as well.